Welcome to the Travel Psychic. If you're new here, you're about to hear a story that airlines hoped would stay hidden forever. Today, I'm revealing a true story about a traveler who discovered a powerful hack that airlines desperately want to bury, a trick that still works in 2025. This is not just a hack, it's a system breaker, a loophole, a glitch in the airline matrix. And when this traveler found it, everything changed. Stay with me till the end, because the final 5 minutes reveal the full step-by-step method. Our story begins with a man named Daniel, standing in his small apartment on a rainy Tuesday night. He receives a phone call, a family emergency. He needs to fly out within 48 hours. No time to plan. No time to compare flights for days. He just needs to go. Daniel rushes to his laptop, opens a flight search, and what he sees almost knocks the breath out of him. The ticket is almost 3 times the normal price. He refreshes. It gets even worse. He refreshes again. The price jumps again. Something felt wrong. Very wrong. Daniel checks again 10 minutes later. Another increase. He grabs his phone. Different device. Different price. He tries his tablet. Another price. He tries his work laptop. Another price again. Daniel stares at the screen. Confused. How can the same flight, same airplane, same time, same date, have 4 different prices? This is when he asks the question that airlines fear the most. Are they tracking me? Out of frustration, Daniel tries something random. He opens incognito mode. He searches the exact same flight. The price drops. He refreshes. It drops again. At that moment, he realizes something airlines never want you to understand. Airline prices change based on who you are, not the seat. Your cookies, your location, your search history, your desperation. Airlines adjust the price algorithmically, psychologically, strategically. And Daniel just broke the first layer of the system. To understand what he just cracked, here's what airlines never say publicly. They use something called dynamic pricing. When you search for a flight multiple times, they interpret it as, you want this flight badly, and every time you check it, they raise it. Slowly. $10, then $25, then $50. By the time you're ready to book, you're paying way more than the real price. This is psychological manipulation, a pressure strategy, a digital version of take it or leave it. But Daniel didn't fall for it. He kept digging. Daniel tries something he read once on a travel forum. He switches his currency from USD to MXN, Mexican pesos. He refreshes. The price drops again. He switches region to India. Refreshes. The price drops even more. He switches to Romania. Refreshes. Another price change. This is when he discovered the second hack airlines pray you never learn. The city switch method, region-based pricing. Airlines charge different prices depending on where they think you are searching from. High-income country, now more expensive, lower-income country, now cheaper. This system still exists in 2025. It's built into their global pricing structure, and almost impossible for them to change. Daniel had now saved almost $200. But something even bigger was coming. While changing regions, Daniel notices a strange flight. A flight from City A, City C with a layover in City B. But City B was actually his real destination. And shockingly, the flight to City C was cheaper than the direct flight to City B. That didn't make any logical sense. Unless there was a flaw, a loophole, a mistake, and Daniel was about to take advantage of it. He clicks the flight, checks the timing, checks the gate numbers, confirms everything, and then he says the words that changed everything.
If I book this flight, I can just get off at the layover city.
This is known as the hidden city trick. A hack airlines have been fighting for years. A hack people use secretly. A hack that is legal, but airlines hate it. It works like this. You want to fly to City B, but flights to City C, with a layover in City B, are cheaper. You book the City C flight. But you get off the plane in City B. Airlines hate it because it messes up their entire pricing strategy. Daniel had found the ultimate loophole. Airlines have tried to shut this hack down. They've tried lawsuits, they've tried bans, they've tried warnings, but they can't stop it. Here's why. You're technically allowed to leave the airport at a layover. You paid for the seat. You're not breaking flight safety laws. You didn't sign anything that forces you to board the second leg. They can threaten, but they cannot enforce. And Daniel was ready to use it. Daniel researched it carefully. Here are the rules he learned, and the rules you must follow. Never check in a suitcase. Checked bags go to the final destination. Don't do round trips. Only book one-way flights. Don't use your frequent flyer account. Airlines track unusual behavior. Don't cause suspicion at the gate. Just walk out casually at the layover. Always book the flight with the layover as your final stop. Daniel followed every rule perfectly. A few hours later, an email arrives. A strange, intimidating warning. We noticed something unusual in your booking. But this was just an automated system flag. Airlines send these hoping to scare travelers. Daniel ignored it. The next morning, he arrived at the airport. Heart beating fast, but determined. He boarded the flight. No questions, no issues. When the plane landed at the layover, his true destination, he stood up, grabbed his backpack, and walked off the plane. Nobody asked anything. Nobody stopped him. Nobody questioned him. And he had saved nearly $450. Why does this hack even exist? Because airlines use a strategy called market segmentation. Business travelers get high prices. Vacation travelers get medium prices. Travelers passing through, layover only, get low prices. So yes, sometimes the long route is cheaper than the direct one. Airlines design prices based on demand competition, predicted behavior, regional economy, historical routes. Hidden city trick bypasses all of it, and airlines hate it because it exposes their manipulation. Daniel also discovered a little-known fact. Airline prices reset every 72 hours, meaning, if a price keeps going up, just wait. After 72 hours, the algorithm resets the seat data and the price often drops again. This works especially well on Tuesday nights, Saturdays after midnight, early Wednesday mornings. These are low-competition, high-reset hours. Airline prices also change depending on the device you use. Daniel discovered, laptops show the most expensive prices, phones show slightly cheaper prices, VPN plus phone odds lowest prices, older phones sometimes show the best prices, less data tracking. Airlines literally assume, if you're on a MacBook, you can afford more. Yes, it's ridiculous. But it's true. This method is rarely talked about. If you add a seat to your cart but don't check out, and then return 24 hours later, the price often drops, because the system thinks you abandoned the purchase due to the price. Daniel tested it, and it worked on 2 flights. Despite airlines updating their systems, despite new tracking tools, despite new pricing models, every method Daniel used still works in 2025. Because airlines can't escape region-based pricing, layover pricing, dynamic algorithms, booking psychology, hidden city loopholes. Their entire system is built on these structures, and that's why the hack isn't going anywhere. Now you know the full story, and the full technique that airlines don't want you to use. If Daniel could save $450, you can too. Tell me your country in the comments and I'll reply with the best region and currency settings to get cheaper flights. If you want part 2, I'll reveal baggage loopholes airlines desperately try to hide from travelers. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to The Travel Psychic. Safe travels, explorer.